international sex symbol?
You goddamn right. That's not on camera, right?
That is not on camera, ladies and gentlemen. We are with the international sex symbol himself, Lance Woods. Thank you for coming back for a second time, bro.
Absolutely. I got a question. We can cut this, right?
No, we're not cutting that.
Okay, so we got to go
It's
from here.
going. It's going straight raw.
I got a text I got to reply to, but I don't want to reply to it on the thing. But as soon as you said that, I was like, all right.
That's how Lance Wood conducts himself. He is the king of improvisation, bro.
Improvisation.
I don't even know if that's a word. But
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I'm pretty sure it's not a word, man.
Who signed this basketball?
Isaiah Thomas signed that basketball. Little Isaiah Thomas. Is he taller than you or no?
We about the same. Nah, he might be a little short.
Height.
We can't call a grown man little Isaiah Thomas. He has 30 points in the league. That's big dog Isaiah Thomas.
That's
as
big
far as
dog
I'm concerned.
Isaiah Thomas.
30 points a game. If you 4'11", that's more. That should technically count as 47 points a game.
What are you thinking, man? 47 points a game?
He averaged 47 points a game as far as I'm concerned.
Lance, thank you so much for coming on, bro.
It's always a pleasure,
the Kings
my man.
Are not making the playoffs.
I mean, mathematically,
they're
I
still
don't
alive.
know. Yeah, that's all.
Emotionally, they're out.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
You don't think
emotionally.
so?
No, I think some of the fan base maybe emotionally, but the players, the way that they're playing, I don't think they feel like they're out of it. I feel like they have come to.
I can't even look at you straight, bro. Like, oh man, did you watch Lou Williams last night? Dagger, the damn Nets.
I seen that,
All
and
right.
yeah, it's tough, man, because I thought they was tanking. What happened? Then the owner came out and said he wanted to win. And
Remember
I was like,
we talked about that?
Yeah. I said, why? Why you want to win, bro? Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, it's the worst, man. It'd be better for LA if no LA teams in the playoffs, so y'all could do other stuff all the spring. But apparently,
Do videos of Lance Woods in LA.
That's
Lou
all
Williams,
I'm saying.
Lance Woods.
LeBron, he's not doing nothing this summer. I mean, this
He's going to Cancun
spring.
for a little bit.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, what is it? Four games back now?
Yeah, bro. The Kings are 6-10, I believe, without Shumpert. That was one of the conversations me and him were having 3 days ago. Do you think the Kings miss Iman Shumpert?
I don't think that's a fair thing to say.
Okay.
Because you got to count Bagley being out those games.
Which is what I told him, but he believes that the energy was gone, that energy was contagious, and that in crucial moments the Kings could have used it. I said I don't believe in that. At some point, you have to hold Buddy Hield, De'Aaron Fox accountable because they're grown men. They're not children anymore.
I don't know. I don't know what you would mean by in crucial moments because they had problems closing games all year. So it's not like they was closing these games out strong and then he left and it was like they're a young team. So you'll see in certain moments they have trouble closing out games, but it's good for them to get that experience now because just my fault on De'Aaron Fox. I think really highly of Fox, really, really high of Fox. So when I'm watching him play, I'm saying, oh no, this is good for them right now. Like. It hurts when you going through it, but no, this is gonna be good because you're getting a taste of what to do and what not to do. And right now, for us, it feels like the stakes are really high, but in actuality, the stakes aren't that high right now. But you're getting your experience now when the stakes aren't that high, but you've been through it. It's the same thing I do with comedy or any other entertainer. It's like if you go do a play. Right? Or if I go do a comedy show in front of 200 people, to me, that might be the biggest crowd I ever played. So it's like, oh, I got to do this with 200 people. But it's really just preparing you to do this, the 20,000 people. And you can always go back to, oh, it's the same thing. It's the same way I did it for them, I can do it for them. And that's how these games are. Like, the playoffs are far-fetched, but the playoff atmosphere is there.
Right.
These games are playoff atmosphere. These games are like their teams are not coming to sack and just laying down like
saying W. No, you have to work for it.
They're like playing. Like I'm watching. Like they're playing. They're fighting. And it's like, you losing close games to the Warriors and the Celtics and the Bucks.
You the Nuggets.
You losing close games to the teams that are gonna be in it at the end of the year. So it's like that's good. That's good for you. The part that then you have to figure out because everything is based on consistency. So the consistency of The same way you play the Bucks is the same way you got to play the Suns.
Have to.
Which is what you like.
They didn't do against the Wizards.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't do that against the Wizards, but they did it against the Bulls.
They did.
So it's like once you figure out that consistency of, every time we play, we'll be at least at this level. Sometimes we'll even go higher, but we'll never really drop down here. Every team has like a game or two where they just look.
The Warriors lost to the Suns.
Yeah, that happens. But, just bigger picture is like just the consistency of, we're never going to fall too far below our standard of playing. And that's why I think it's good right now what they're going through, because you're bringing your A game against the best teams. And honestly, they don't I don't think they play to the level of their competition all the time. Like they beat most of the teams they're supposed to beat too. It's just
they have this year.
Yeah, it's just some glaring losses. But like I said, every team has those. The Suns beat the Warriors, the Kings, the Bucks,
But the Kings had too many of those where you knew going into this tough Western Conference that you needed those games, right? Now the Spurs can't lose. Damn Clippers can't lose. The Jazz are so-and-so right there. But at the same time, you're like, damn, like.
But even with that, right? So, the Kings lost to
Also the Wizards, to the Suns. Some bad teams.
But scratch that.
Right.
I'm talking the Kings lost to the Clippers every time they played.
Yeah, 4 times, bro.
But outside of – so one game they came back from down 400 points and almost stole it at the end. Right? And then the last game, they couldn't get a rebound, but somehow it got the possession, and it was like a bang-bang call. They called a charge.
You and me watched that Clipper game.
Was standing right there.
Where Harrison Barnes.
And he went to the basket.
That was a blocking foul.
That was definitely a block, but that's just the nature of that call. It's always going to be a bang-bang call.
What did you say? You said he should have waited?
If he waited and Buddy Hield was standing, he was right. How can I describe how by himself he was? Like, he was by himself like a groom his wife left him at the altar. He was that lonely by himself. Hey, y'all, look, nobody. And I'm like, yo, just stop and turn around. And Buddy got a 3. But it's time. You don't know. You're trying to go quick. I don't know if you got the time in mind. And if you are a 6'8" athlete, you say, I can get to the basket. Mm-hmm. And then you see he's out of position. So you feel like that's a block charge or a block call.
Right.
But it's just games like that. They're weirdly encouraging, though. Like, you right there with them. They beat the Spurs 3 times this year, right?
Yeah.
Is it 3?
I think so.
I know for sure they beat them twice. And then they play them again one more time.
Sorry, the Kings beat them twice this year for sure, and they're about to play them one more time.
But they play 4 times, right? Spurs and West.
Sometimes they play West teams 3 times or 4 times. I can't forget. But Luka Doncic is coming this Thursday. You know I'm a big Luka Doncic fan.
I'll be there.
Who do you think will have a better game, Marvin Bagley or Luka Doncic?
Well, I mean, Marvin Bagley's on a minutes restriction, 1, and Marvin Bagley is coming off the bench. So you never really know. Luka will have all the opportunity to have a better game. He's coming off the bench,
but he's playing big minutes, though. There was a stretch of games where Marvin was leading the team in minutes coming off the bench.
Right, but he's on a minutes restriction.
Oh, right now after
his injury. He's on a restriction.
I'm talking 3.
So, yeah. I'm just
so
talking
some
about,
people I think people make a big deal of he's coming off the bench. I'm like, yeah, but he's getting more minutes. So it doesn't matter coming off the bench.
I mean, it matters.
It matters about you finishing games, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends because even with that, I think right now, I think Bagley is their best one-on-one option in the half court to get a bucket. Just one-on-one, move out the way, give him the ball. He's probably their best option. But
I would say it's Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield is off ball. Buddy Hield is more of a Klay Thompson, screen for him, let him get open. I'm talking about give him the ball and move. He's probably their best option. And mainly because he can get to the free throw line. Mainly because he can make his move and go be athletic around the basket.
I think he'll become that guy. I don't think he's that guy yet.
Well, no, I think he is that guy now, and that's why the Kings are in 9th place. Because
If we had another guy that could do that, they'd be
then
6.
You know what I mean? Then you be because if you think about the teams ahead of them, that guy.
They'll have a guy.
And that guy is Kevin Durant or Steph Curry.
So you're saying
James
right now
Harden.
De'Aaron Fox needs to step up next season and become that guy.
No. I don't, because that doesn't necessarily have to be him. Like,
why not? If he's the best player on the team.
Because best player doesn't mean best one-on-one scoring option. You know, De'Aaron Fox pushes the tempo. He rebounds at the position. He's already one of the best guard defenders.
Is it far-fetched for me to believe that De'Aaron Fox next year will average 24 points and assists?
24 and 10?
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's not far-fetched, but that you have to look at what's going on. That has to be a focus. And you don't know who's coming in from free agency. So, you know, I don't know who they might get, but the way the team is structured, it might not be set up for him to go get 24 and 10.
I feel like right now he's averaging 17, and he's only 3 buckets away from that happening, right?
Yeah, and so when you watch
a few foul calls where he doesn't get.
Yeah, and when you watch Fox, he does a lot of he's very patient. Like the knock on Fox would be he's not aggressive enough. Correct. When a lot of players with his skill set at his age, their knock is they're out of control. He's always under control. It's you be like, yo, go more. Like, so, you know, I don't even know if his mindset is to go take over the game strictly offensively, because that's not necessarily making your team better. Right. It's not necessarily, you know what I mean? He does a really good job of picking his spots. He does a really good job he has like a mature game when it comes to pacing. Like a lot of players, like I said, would hit at his age just go 100 miles per hour all the time, and he doesn't do that. Like,
that's true.
He picks up his pace, he slows down, speeds up, and a lot of players don't even learn that until they 24, 25 years old. Not to diss any other players, but you just watch players with that skill set, and they would be really reckless. And you have to rein him in. He's not reckless. He's a very. I don't think his basketball IQ gets talked about enough. He's
very smart.
He plays basketball really smart. Right. And, you know, we focus on his speed and athleticism because that's what jumps out. But I be watching how smart he is. He doesn't make a bunch of silly turnovers. And most of his turnovers are him going to the basket and getting fouled and not being called. So it's a turnover. But really, it's like, nah, that should be 2 free throws.
Right. So one more basketball question for you. When you make those post-game video...
what videos you talking about, Leo?
Those.
Okay.
The brilliant stuff that comes out of your brain, do you write that down, or do you just improvise that as you start yelling at the camera?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to write that down. It wouldn't even feel right to write that down. I would. You know what I do is I just make mental notes of things that are happening throughout the game. So if there's like a certain play, I'll say I got to talk about that. So I'll have to like download videos and give
mental
videos.
Notes, like you just get that up there and then you just boom, execute.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's all it, because it's like I wouldn't want it to feel like a scripted thing I'm doing, or where it's like action. Hear ye, okay. It's just like, and I'm not like I don't really have a super interest in faking it or breaking down basketball too much. Right. Like I just want to have fun. Like I can break down basketball, but that would be on a different platform. Like I don't really want to do all that. And I really don't like being critical of anybody. Mm-hmm. So it'd be like, because the comments be crazy, and I'd be like, bro, like, nah, that's not what I'm doing, man. Like I'm not here to diss any players. I'm not here. I'm like, that's not what this is, man. I'm just having a good time and trying to inject life into the city.
You leave that to me.
There you go.
You leave that to me.
Man, you do your thing, man.
You do your thing. That's why there's different platforms, right?
Yeah, but that's what it is. It's just different, man. I feel like there is a space for people to be objective in criticisms. But I also feel like
there's a space for satirical comedy.
Yeah, but then I also be feeling like why are we being critical? Like, because your platform is different. Your platform is
more news,
more breakdowns. So it's just news and breakdowns, and insight from the locker room and all that kind of stuff. So people want to hear that from you. I don't necessarily want to be in a position where people want to hear that from me.
There you go.
If that makes sense. Like I got some jokes. I'll tell you what happened a little bit, but let's come have a good time over here, man. I don't want to get into that. But there, like I said, that stuff is good sometimes.
But that's because that's your passion, right? That's you being you. That's part of Lance Woods, the brand.
Yeah, that's just I thought about this is what I thought about doing. I had this conversation with my peoples about just doing just YouTube, just breakdowns. Right. Literally just taking a play or a sequence and just breaking down what I see from my perspective. And then I was like, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Tell us that. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It takes so much time.
I know, and because I do all my own stuff. I edit all my own videos. I shoot most of my own videos. So that's why, if you look, I've been shooting videos for a while now, but the stuff that took off over the past few months with just King stuff, I was doing that because the edit was so much easier. Because it was just me talking to my phone, and I could just cut it where I needed to. If I needed to add a video or some music, I can do it and be done. You know what I'm saying? But I was doing sketches. I go get 5 girls, actors. 3 dudes. Hey, y'all, come to the house. I got lights, cameras over here. All right, this one I need you to say. No, cut. You can't look in the camera. You can't look directly in the camera. It throws off the whole thing. Okay, work, then it's like, okay.
I know.
So what do I look at? Hey, can you stand right behind the camera? Okay, look at his shoulder.
And you're acting, and you're directing.
And I'm doing that. Okay. And I gotta look back at it. No, his shoulder. You're looking at his nose, which is too close to the camera. If you look in the lens of the camera, it changes the video. You have to look at his shoulder. Okay. Then we do it. How was that? It's gonna have to be good enough. We got enough. You know what I mean? And it's it's a whole process. I would have people come to the house, and we would try to shoot 5 videos in a day. Right.
It's a lot of work.
Right, it is. So it's
that's a whole day. That's 12 hours, you'd say?
Sometimes. You try to get it done quicker, but it could be 12 hours.
It could be 12 hours.
So I would try to say, okay, cool. I know my mans could edit. I know she could edit. So if we shoot 5, we'll shoot 3 on my phone. We'll shoot 1 on your phone, 1 on your phone. So now I can edit the 3. You can edit 1, so I don't have to edit all of these videos. And then but once the edit is done, now I got videos to post throughout the week, and then we do it again next week, and we start over. Only problem is, what if I don't like the way he edit? You know what I mean? So if now we shot it, and I'm like, yeah, it's not that good. He didn't edit it right. He didn't put that. He put the wrong music. He sped that up, and I don't know why he chose that shot. All that kind of stuff, man. I don't even know how we start talking about this, but.
That's part of this industry, right? There's different sectors of it. And then sometimes, as you said, when you don't have full control, you tend to get frustrated, which is why you do videos that you do.
Yeah.
Bringing it all back.
It's just easy.
That's what that means.
Exactly.
That's what that means.
Oh, exactly.
So when is your next comedy show? What's in store for Lance Woods in the next upcoming months, since we know the Kings aren't making the playoffs?
That was his words, not mine. I did not say that. Mathematically, I can do math. All we got to do is win all of our games. That's not even.
And then hope for the other team to lose all of their games.
I mean, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Spurs right now lose again.
Oh my goodness,
they might lose tonight against the Warriors.
And that's the start.
That's the start. You know what? I'm back on the train.
That's what I'm saying.
We're making the playoffs.
That's the start.
We're making the playoffs.
That's the start, man.
That's what I'm
Warriors
talking about.
beat the Spurs tonight. We beat Brooklyn tomorrow.
And we beat the Spurs when we face them towards the end of the year.
We beat the Spurs. The Clippers. This is okay. Let me tell y'all this right here. Right?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this. First off, the Jazz should be eliminated.
Oh, yeah, because of the racist fans.
You can't have racist fans in the playoffs. That's just not right.
Right.
I was personally offended, and I want to write a letter. So they should be out the playoffs.
There you go.
The Clippers should be eliminated from playoff contention for the next 20 years because of Donald Sterling.
That's a good point.
There's 2 spots open.
Kings Lakers?
No. I'm just saying there's 2 spots.
Oh, okay.
They can give us one of those spots. I mean, I guess you got to have one racist team in just to have a balanced quota,
right?
Like affirmative action for racism. So you got to
would it be Sterling's or the Jazz?
I mean, I don't care, but one of them got to go. Does Adam Silver watch this?
Who?
Adam Silver. Does he watch this?
He does. He does. He should.
Adam, I'm just saying. I didn't say you said it, but it was said.
It was said.
Whatever.
So what's in store for Lance Woods?
I just shot the movie. A Clear Shot. It's my first feature film. So that's in post-production now. And we got probably about 4 months, I guess, of post-production. That's editing and scoring, all that stuff. And then they're going to start pushing that. So we'll see if it's theaters, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, VHS. Yep. I don't care at this point.
You just want it out. You just want to see yourself.
I just want to see myself on the big screen, baby. Show all my exes. That's me. Yep, right there. Where your boyfriend at?
That's Patrick Beverly right there. That's right.
So all my exes. Oh, yeah. No, that's me. Yeah. Oh, your new boyfriend. Oh, he's at work at Walmart? Well, that's nothing wrong with that. Just, get the discount.
Or Marshalls.
No, Marshalls.
I went to his comedy show. That was great, man. Great time.
I thought this. Oh, it does, Ben. This is cool, Mike. You got your name on your mics?
Yeah.
Yo, excuse me, man. I didn't know. I didn't even know. I didn't know that it was like this.
Oh man.
You got Cowbell Kingdom microphones. You guys are something else in here. With the purple cord. Whatever, bro, man.
You got it under control.
No, I apparently.
Are we hooping tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm hooping. I'm gonna have my fingers taped together, but
there you go. I ain't gonna lie, Lance was the first time I've ever seen them hit like 4 threes in one game. That was impressive.
I do it all the time. You know the thing about me is
you don't.
Telling you the truth. Telling you guys out the truth. It's not a can't shoot. I got the De'Aaron, but I don't shoot a lot. Because this is my mindset in basketball.
No, yeah, I know.
I know. But I'm gonna tell you my mindset.
I don't know if it's because it's early, but you missed a lot of shots.
Tell you my basketball mindset. Tell you my basketball mindset. When you go to play basketball, especially pickup, right, everybody wants to score. That's just the nature of basketball. Most people don't understand basketball outside of scoring. I get that. All right, cool. So, hey, man, let me do whatever I can do to help y'all score. Because y'all going to shoot anyway. I'm not saying y'all, I'm not pointing. I'm just saying y'all, I see y'all going to shoot anyway. I can tell by y'all outfit y'all came to shoot. Y'all got sleeves on and all this gear. Okay, I see what you dribbling you doing all this. Okay, you came to shoot. All right, cool. You're going to take a lot of bad shots. I can see it. Let me help you take easy shots. Let me do that.
Let me help you take the bad shots.
Let me help you take easy shots. Let me do something and, oh, look, you wide open. Because you're going to shoot anyway. I've seen that you're going to shoot if you open or not. So let me help you get some open shots. And then most people, like I said, don't understand basketball outside of scoring. So for me, let me set you some solid screens, get you open. Matter of fact, I'll go rebound. Who's scoring? I'll guard them. Just go shoot. And I think it helps build the morale of everybody on the team because everybody knows those people who say, yo, I'm shooting. Like, I'm finna go get buckets. You just watching this. No. Hey, I'm finna go get buckets. And I hate it. And it's like you be watching and, because most people don't really know how to get a shot. Like, most people don't know, the angles, what's even a good basketball shot. So it's like.
And no saying people don't ever get back on defense.
Exactly.
Which is
frustrating
to say the least.
So then it's like, yo, let me just try to do that. Now, so for me, and I've always been like this, the better my team is, I'll play really well because I'll pass the ball, I'll screen, I'll do all of that. But if my team isn't that good, then I'll have, now you're forcing me to score. And which is probably when I play best because I just don't think. I'll just go attack angles and score. Just go. But I don't really like to play like that because there's a way that doesn't have everybody else involved. So you know.
When's your next comedy show?
Tonight.
Tonight at the same place?
Yeah, I'm at the Punchline tonight, randomly. It's a show for lawyers.
Oh wow.
So it's like a big like a private lawyer show, I guess. I don't know. And I gotta do that tonight, and then I gotta do it again tomorrow in San Francisco.
You're not going to the game tomorrow?
No, I'll be in San Francisco. But I'll be there Thursday. You got some tickets?
Nah. Luka is coming. I hope he plays. I hope he does not play like Bagley didn't play the first time.
Why wouldn't he play?
Because he didn't play last game.
Luka didn't play that. Oh.
And then they're trying to tank because they're sixth. If they get top 5 protected, the Mavericks keep their pick. When they get 6 or 10, they lose the pick to Atlanta. So they're trying to lose.
Oh, for the Trae Young trade?
Yeah, the Trae Young trade. We're hoping we see a Luka Doncic. We've been waiting all year for this dude, man.
That's a great trade for Atlanta then. If they get the pick and Trae Young, and Trae Young's playing really well, it's like, oh.
Trae's a stud.
Yeah.
Trae's a stud. I had him 6 on my big board, and people laughed at me. I'm like, he's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Oh, you had a big. Oh, yeah. So you do all that stuff.
Board.
You had a big
board.
board.
My big board. Had him at 6th.
Who was your big board? I think you told me this before.
I had Bagley at 7.
Okay. Okay. Who?
Luke got 1. Had Jaren Jackson at 2. Had Aiden at 3. Had Miles Bridges as my dark horse at 4. Which jury's still out. We'll see. At number 5, I had Wendell. Number 6, I had Trae, and then at 7, I had Bagley.
Okay, so now that the season's almost over, what is your?
Oh, right now Bagley would be a lot higher for sure.
I mean, no, but just you need time to think about that.
Well, obviously Luke is number 1. And he's far-fetched number 1.
Why is that obvious? Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would say it's Luka, Trae, Bagley, Aiden. Is that 5?
That was 4. Luka, Trae, Bagley, Aiden.
I would say it's Jaren Jackson if he didn't get injured, but I'd put Jaren in there.
So that's your 5 now.
That's my 5.
So Bagley and Trae moved into the top 5.
Yes, they did.
And Miles Bridges.
Right.
And
Miles Bridges, Jaren stayed in my top 5.
No, Jaren stayed in. So Miles Bridges left.
That was it. Miles Bridges.
Okay. You want to hear mine?
I want to see yours.
Bagley was 1.
When? Big border right now.
Right now.
How is that even possible? He didn't even play enough games. Does durability and consistency not matter to you, or what?
I'm looking at it from a standpoint of just what I think
would have happened if he would have played.
No. I'm talking about just what I saw. Like, cause I've seen Luka play. I don't really watch a lot of stats. I just watch people play basketball.
He plays the right way.
Who does?
Luka does.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but Luka plays. He plays fine. Cause and you know I think that happens, man. I'll be honest with you, man. I think that happens with a lot of European players. Is we just say they play the right way, and it's because they're not athletic. And I'd be like, what is the right way? He takes a lot of really bad step-back jump shots, and he makes some. But it's like, if that was a black player, we would say he takes a lot of contested bad shots. But he's European, so he plays the right way. That's just what I believe.
I'll flip it on you, though, and say the same thing.
About what?
About Europeans being soft, being slow.
I didn't say that.
No.
I didn't say anything.
Generalizing. I'm not saying you.
No, you said he plays the right way.
He does play the right way.
That's why I said that.
And then you said, I don't know if he does, right?
I said.
Why would you say I don't know that he does, though, if you haven't watched him play?
I said sure he plays. I said sure he plays the right way.
A
lot of players play.
All right.
Right, that's what I said. Mr. Kemp, did I say something different? I don't know. I might have. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, for instance, we're talking about Fox, right?
All right.
Do you hear people say De'Aaron Fox plays the right way?
I do.
I don't hear that.
Really?
No, I don't hear that being the talk. I hear them talk about him being athletic and fast. I don't hear them.
You didn't hear him. I mean, he's so fast.
I know, but I don't hear the talk of he just knows how to play the game. I don't hear people say that about him.
You know about like fans locally, or are you talking about talking heads nationally?
Everything. When a European player plays, he just knows how to play the game the right way. And it'd be like, all right, cool. He knows how. Great. I don't hear that about athletes. Like freak athlete, game the right way. it's just it's undertone there. If you pay attention to it, it's like, yeah, bro, sure. Fast black athletes can play the right way too, and it's like, just like European players can too. It's like the thing Mark Cuban said when he was talking about European players just know how to play the game, and Americans, all they want to do is make their mixtapes. It's like, that's a lot of racial undertone there, man. And it's like, all right, bro.
Is there something to that, though?
Of course it is. Hold on, is there something to what?
To that, to him saying that. Do you think it's more racial, or is it just facts? Or is it more percentages leaning towards that being? Obviously, everything's not black and white. There's so much gray in between, but
which can't be facts. It's his opinion.
Right. But the majority of Euros that do come in the league, their brand of basketball is different, which is why he said that. The brand of basketball here, AAU basketball, you know this better than everybody. We play AAU basketball, right?
I sold drugs.
What do they teach us here?
I'm kidding, people. You said, what do they teach us?
What do they teach us here?
In AAU?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they teach a lot. It's just different now, because this is the problem.
Kobe's been a black athlete who has trashed AAU.
Right.
He said it himself. They don't teach them fundamentals.
Right.
That's one of the greatest players to ever live.
Right.
It's not just Joe Blow.
No. Kobe said that too, because there is something to the AAU thing. Like that, yes, there is something to it. But if you say European players play the right way, and over here all we want to do is make. He said something else too. He said showboat. He said we want to showboat and make mixtapes. And it's like, that's ridiculous.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Okay. I mean, all right, it is. I mean, because
there is truth to that. I'm not saying it's all true, but I'm saying
if you look at the NBA, right? If you look at all of the players, if you look at the top 10 players in the league, right? So we take Giannis out because he's foreign, and we would take out Embiid, I guess, because he's foreign.
Jokic, he's foreign.
Jokic is foreign. And I don't know. I haven't even counted 10 out. But I'm just taking out top players in the league who are foreign, right? So now we're talking about James Harden, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James. We're talking about very high-skilled, fundamentally sound basketball players. You know what I mean? So it's
but Steph and James are not, quote-unquote, super athletes. They're skilled basketball players.
I mean, right. That's what he said. He said American basketball players. Like, they're highly skilled, like highly skilled. So you can choose to focus on something, or you can focus on something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you
everybody, like a lot of people here say Euros are slow and unathletic, which that's not always true.
It's not always true.
Yeah,
but
that's all you. I can tell you that's all we hear. Right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, because you know.
It's the same argument then.
It's a balance. Like I had this conversation about women's basketball.
Fundamentally sound.
Yes, because they gotta be, because they can't.
True.
They can't overcompensate with athleticism. So it's not a bad thing. It's just like, yeah, y'all can't do that. So it's like Bill Burr had a joke to where he's talking about like black and white players, and he's like, bro, if you just jump over me and dunk, that's not skill. Like there's nothing you can do about that. Like that's it. And it's just like, I don't need to like Michael Jordan. He's probably the most fundamentally sound basketball player ever. Right. Always had his correct hand in the passing lane. Pivot either way, turn over either shoulder, finish with both hands at the rim. But with that, most athletic player ever, right? Biggest hands, could do stuff with the ball, but he still had his fundamentals intact. No doubt. So it's like the small percentage of people that you're talking about who just make mixtapes and do that don't usually even turn into anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, to say that is like, all right, man. And because Kobe can say it because of who Kobe is. Mark Cuban saying that after saying the Trayvon stuff before just doesn't sound right. You remember the Trayvon comments he made?
I don't remember what he said about that.
So when Trayvon Martin, the whole thing with when Trayvon got killed by George Zimmerman, and Mark Cuban comes out and says, we all have prejudice inside of us. He said, like, take me for example. If there's a white guy walking with a shaved head and tattoos and a trench coat, I'm probably gonna cross the street. But also, if there's a black kid in a hoodie, I'm probably gonna cross the street again. And it's like, bro, why the black dude just had to have a hoodie on? Like you described all the, you know what I mean? But the black dude was just cold, and that's dangerous. So it's like, I don't know, man. This took a turn, but you know.
No, it's real though.
But it's just so when you hear
it exists, no doubt.
Yeah. So when you hear that and that, it's like.
So you're saying he don't got any credibility to say something like that because of his previous comments?
I think people can say whatever they want to say.
Right.
But I just also feel like people have their preconceived thoughts. You know what I mean?
Would you say we all do though? All
of course. Of course we all have our preconceived thoughts. But it's like when people in positions of power and people who have voices and people look at things that they say as truth, say certain things, it's like, so now you're talking about American basketball as if we don't dominate basketball. You know what I mean? Like all we do is dance and woo.
No. The league is 90% black, right? I mean,
well, American.
You
You know what I mean? Like
right.
He's talking about American basketball. So it's not even like a black or white thing. He's talking about in America. You know what I mean? But
when you break it down, it's 90% African American.
But then from his perspective,
he said all Americans.
In his perspective, he has hitched his wagon to 2 European superstars. Dirk for 20 years, and now Luka for the next however. And then he brought in Porzingis, and he has Steve Nash. You know what I mean? So he, from his perspective, he's like, no, bring me all the Europeans. Like, I like how they play better. And all right, bro, you're gonna need some black people though. Bring all the Europeans you want.
No doubt. Even on that championship team, the anchor was black and Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, the anchor was black.
Their shooter was Jason Terry.
Jason Kidd at point guard, like Sean Marion. Yeah.
They had Peja of the year?
Did Peja win the ring there? I don't remember if Peja was there that year. But I mean, yeah, hey man, all of that. You're gonna need some mixtape. You're gonna need some mixtape showboaters if you're gonna win over in the NBA. Yeah, all of that playing right is cool. You better go find you some mixtape legends.
That's Lance Woods. Thank you guys. That's Lance Woods, everybody.
The views expressed here.
The views are expressed and open here.
Yeah.
The conversation's open for everybody, guys. That's why we do this, right?
Absolutely. Are we done?
We done. I know you got to be somewhere right now.
Are we done? What? Are we done, man? Really? Where we at? Oh, it's only 40 minutes.
We good.
You acting like the networks is gonna call and say you gotta cut it up, man. I was gonna talk about all the cocaine I've been selling in these streets, baby. I'm making a killing on it. I'm kidding, guys.
One last thing.
That's what I'm talking about. 40 more minutes.
Talking about cocaine, right?
Whoa.
My barber, he used, that the Vicks Vaporub things that you stick in your nose to like open up your pores.
Okay.
So he was at a blackjack table. He was telling me he went to Vegas this past weekend, and he was having a great time. Everybody was winning, and then the blackjack dealer asked him, "What are you doing?" She asked him, "What is that?" This is some good shit. Some good shit is code for drugs. What happened? Big. What do you call those? Security guards show up.
Security.
And they just say, "You're out." I'm like, what are you talking about? You're out. Get out. And they removed him. He couldn't even say, "This is Vicks Vaporub. This is not drugs."
Really?
They didn't let him explain it. They kicked him out of the casino. And
he thought he had
thing all the time.
Because they thought he had coke. You can't have cocaine in the casino. Bro, I thought everything went in the casino. Have you ever? Do you gamble?
But there's code words, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Do you gamble?
I do.
Really? I can't do it, man. I don't like it.
Isn't that crazy though? Like,
yeah.
You can't even. What do you mean? Like, I'm staying here. You're out.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess cocaine is illegal.
This is Vicks Vaporub though. This is Vicks. You know what I mean?
I guess coke is illegal. I guess that makes sense. But anything should go. I don't think a casino is the
devil of the devils.
Bro, like, first, if you guys pay attention to casinos, you know they don't have clocks in casinos.
Oh, yeah. No, they don't.
Ever pay attention, you'll never see a clock in a casino. They don't want you to know what time it is. They want you to just be engulfed in this world of sorrow and depression.
Hey.
And you know what I mean? And everybody is just smoke and liquor, and it's the worst place in the world. And
it can also be the funnest place in the world.
I've never had that experience. I mean, but do you? But I've never had that experience with being fun. I do shows at casinos. So
you do.
So you do a show at a casino and they'll pay you. Like they'll give you a check. You can go cash it at the.
Or you can go play and lose it.
That's what a lot of comics do. A lot of comics get paid from the show and end up doing the show for free because. You go cash out,
or you pay
to do the show. You go cash out and say, "I'm just gonna try $30,"
and then that turns into $100.
And $400 later, you calling your girl, "Oh, how was the show? I hate this place."
That's gonna do it, Joe, man. That's a great way of ending the show, man.
Follow me online, Lance Woods, Instagram, Facebook, Lance Woods, Twitter, Sir Lance Woods. That's it, people.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys on the next one.